lovely winter day in Cape Town. How are you feeling? I trust and believe that you are feeling lovely, blissfully, and awesomeness. That's right. And I just want to ask you a question. I want you to think about who you are now and who you think you are. Just think about you as an individual, as a person, and I want you to ask yourself, are you happy with who you are currently? Are you happy with your personality? Are you happy with your character? Are you happy with who you are at the moment? I just want you to ponder on that. And I really want you to think about who you think you are and also who you appear to be to your family, your friends, and other people as well. So really just take a moment and ask yourself, are you happy with your current version of yourself? Are you happy in your body? Are you satisfied with who you are right now? So take a moment and then ask yourself, am I happy with who I am? Now check this out. If you are not happy and satisfied with who you are right now, you can break the habit of being yourself. You can break the habit of being yourself. So if your current self is not serving you right now, you can break this habit. And the beautiful thing is, Dr. Joe Dispenza, one of my favorite books is the Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. I just love how he breaks, things down so simple. And you see, Dr. Joe Dispenza is actually proving everything that Neville Goddard taught, shared many years ago. So Dr. Joe Dispenza completely removes all the woo and the spirituality stuff, and he proves it and he backs it up by science, which is pretty cool. So when you look at Joe Dispenza and Neville Goddard, they preach the same gospel. It's the exact same message. The only difference between Dr. Joe Dispenza and Neville Goddard is Joe Dispenza proves it to you and he backs it up by science. Now check this out. So you have to ask yourself now, am I happy with my current character? Am I happy with who I am right now? Am I happy with this current self-concept? So if you are not happy with who you are now, you can break this habit of being yourself. And check this out. You can now be your desired self. You can be your desired self if you are not happy with your current self. So you ask yourself, what is my desired self? What is my desired self? If I can wave a wand right now and I say, hey, you can be anyone right now. You can have anything right now. You can literally be anyone right now. Who would you want to be? How would you want to think? How would you want to feel? How would you want to behave? How would you want to act? Now, let me tell you a personal story, right? So, I used to love drinking coffee, caffeine in the mornings. It was a habit, and I really enjoyed it. I loved it, especially the taste of coffee, of caffeine. So the one morning, I was supposed to go and see a client, right? I was supposed to go and see a client, and basically, I was running late to go and see this client, and my body literally told me that no, before you're gonna go and see that client, you first need to have caffeine. You need your fix. You need your fix. And so I'm like, no, man, I can have this coffee later on. Why do I have to need now? The body said, no, I don't care what you say. We need that fix. We need that caffeine. So then I ended up going to the coffee shop. It was actually on my way to the client. But what I didn't like about the whole situation is that my body was literally telling me that it needs caffeine. And I was like, okay. So then I end up going to the coffee shop and I buy coffee. And then as I'm like, drinking the coffee, enjoying it obviously, on my way to the client, and I was so peed off. I was so peed off because I was not in control. My free will was literally hijacked by this habit called caffeine. My free will was hijacked. I didn't have a say. My body said, hey, I don't care what you say. You're going to have that coffee. You are going to have that caffeine. I don't care what you say. And then it made me realize, oh my God, I actually don't have free will in this. My body is now the master. My body is literally telling me that it needs this fix, this caffeine, this coffee. And I had to get it. I had to go and get it just to satisfy my body. And then on my way home, I opened the door. The first thing I told my wife, Kylie, I'm so peed off, man. You know why? Because I was on my way to a client, and my body told me that it needs a freaking fix. It needs the caffeine. I was like, my free will is literally hijacked. And the meaning of addiction became so apparent to me. It had a new meaning, and I had a new understanding of what addiction is. Addiction is something that you're not supposed to do, but you do it anyway. So I was like addicted to having coffee every single morning. And I didn't like that. I said, no. I need to break the habit of being me. I need to break the habit of being myself. I have to do it. So it wasn't easy because 95% of our habits, our beliefs, and our perceptions are stored in our subconscious mind. Now, the subconscious mind is what is running your life. That's the reason why the first thing in the morning, when you wake up, you probably check your phone, you check your social media, you check your emails, you check your text, and then usually you get off from the same side of the bed, and then you go to the toilet, and then afterwards you have coffee in the same mug, your favorite mug, and then afterwards you watch the news. But if you think about your morning routine, it's exactly the same as yesterday, last week, and last month. It's a routine. Now, the problem is with a routine, it's basically a subconscious program. So if you try to do something different from what you did, if you try to do something different tomorrow morning from what you did yesterday, it's not going to be easy. Because the subconscious program, which is the morning routine, is in control. You don't have a say. you dare try to go against that program, your body will make sure you do it. So for me, with the caffeine habit, the coffee habit, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So then, in the book of Dr. Joe Dispenza, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, in order for you to break any habit, you have to get past the analytical mind. Now, the analytical mind is basically that monkey brain that says, you are not enough, you are not worthy, you're not good enough. The monkey brain that always says, nah, just leave it for tomorrow. Don't worry. No, you're too old, you're too young. You know that brain chatter. Now, you have to get beyond that analytical mind. Now, one of the most effective ways to get beyond your analytical mind is meditation. Now, what meditation does, it changes your mindset. It changes your brain waves. So at the moment, you are in a beta, state, which is an awakened state. Now, what meditation does, it changes your brain waves from beta to alpha. Now, alpha is more calm, relaxed, and now you get to concentrate. And then you can change it to, you can change it further to theta, which is just a more like sleepy state, and even to delta as well. So the deeper, the more you do it, the deeper you can actually, go into a much more deep, tranquil state of relaxation. Now check this out. When you are in that state of mind, you are now have access to your subconscious mind. So now the habit that you have is coffee, caffeine, like me. I said, no. I want to break this habit of having caffeine every day. I don't have anything against coffee, but I don't want this caffeine drug to dictate my life and say, hey, I need my fix. I do not want my free will to be hijacked by a subconscious program. I don't like that. So I had to go into the subconscious mind. And I had to assume that I was now free from this caffeine addiction. I had to replay that in my subconscious mind whilst I was in an alpha, theta state, brainwaves. So I was focused, I could see myself, I could like literally just repeat that scene and say, okay, yes, I am now free from this caffeine addiction. It took some time, but then afterwards, in the mornings, when I woke up, I still had the urges of wanting to get the fix, caffeine, coffee. But there was a moment where I could decide. And I said, no, you're not getting caffeine today. You're not getting coffee. You will get caffeine, you will get coffee when I say so, because I am now in control. You're no longer in control. And the I which I'm referring to is the awareness. And that's when I won the battle, and that's how I broke the habit of being myself. Now I get to choose when I want to drink coffee. If I say I want to drink coffee on Saturday, so it is. The body is no longer telling me when to drink coffee. I have the last say because I am now in control of the body and the mind. That's right. I am. That's right. I am the awareness that is aware of the body and the mind. I am beyond the body and the mind. The body and the mind does not dictate me. And that is how you break the habit of being yourself. Now you say, oh yeah, how does this relate to money, to wealth and abundance? You see, most of us have been conditioned since birth that money is hard to basically come by, and that it's scarce, and that money doesn't come easy, you have to work hard, and that money is evil, and that rich people are evil. So most of us have been conditioned that way. That's why a lot of people are struggling to manifest money, because you are saying to yourself right now, no, I want to manifest money, I want to be wealthy, but the subconscious program says that no, money is evil, rich people are evil, the love of money is evil. That's your subconscious program. Your subconscious mind is running your life, whether you like it or not. That's just how it is. So you can then listen to all the money subliminals, money affirmations. You can do whatever you want. The subconscious mind has the last say. The only way you can change that belief, your money beliefs, is if you go into the subconscious mind and you now install a new belief which says money comes easy to me. Money is love. Money is beautiful. Money is amazing. Money is awesome. And you do that over and over and over and over again. And then you're now breaking the habit of being yourself when it comes to money. The next thing you know, now all of a sudden, you receive money out of thin air. You receive money out of the blue. You receive money out of the show, because you've now installed a new subconscious program. And the moment you install a new subconscious program and you replace it with abundance, you are now on an abundance frequency. And all you are now experiencing and receiving are just automatic manifestations relating to abundance. Now you look at your life now. Look at your life now and ask yourself, are you happy with your current self? Are you happy with your current self? Or do you want to break the habit of being yourself? Ask yourself, are you happy with being your current self? Are you happy? And if you are not happy, you can break this habit of being yourself. And you just follow the steps which I've shared with you now. I've shared my personal, story with you now. Having said that, also, if you need help, we have first of all, we have a lot of free resources. Click in the description below. There's a lot of free resources, free meditations, loads of free stuff. And then there's also meditations as well. So you can click in the description and find a lot of free resources. It's good to see everybody on here. You're all amazing. I love you all, and I'll catch you in the next one. Keep smiling and break the habit of being yourself. If you do not like yourself, right, Omi? Yeah, Omi? Break the habit of being yourself, right? Yeah? See, Omi's agreeing with me.